Hey guys, Collins here, and today we are back with a brand new quarantine video where today we're talking about the whole Invadervie controversy. Now, if you guys don't know, you can check out my last video. I did an entire video regarding this Twitch streamer, but to sum it up all briefly and shit, this Twitch streamer was basically begging for people to subscribe to her on Twitch, which if you guys don't already know, a subscription on Twitch costs $5 a month.
It doesn't really matter how much money you make or how much money you have. That's really the thing, because I'm not asking you for a large financial contribution.
Now, with that in mind, she was basically shaming her fans who weren't subscribing to her, and I didn't mention this in my last video, but this led to a almost 90,000 follower drop. Like, oh my fucking god. Dude, she just lost almost half of her followers from that one stream alone, which is absolutely insane. I didn't even think to check Social Blade at the time, but thanks to Tipster, I was able to look into it, and it was actually fucking insane to me. 90k followers lost in one day, mind you. Jesus, man, I wish I had 90k followers on YouTube. That's fucking cringy, I'm sorry. But point being, she ended up making a quote-unquote apology video, which in the apology, she didn't even really say sorry. But aside from that, she did disavow her actions, and she did say that, she understands what she did was wrong.
What I said was tone deaf, insensitive, and stupid. And I recognize that. I recognize that there is no context that I can give that would excuse what I said, so I won't. I can only own what I said, and I will. The clip that you saw does not represent my true feelings. I've streamed for hundreds of hours, and I've said, support communities after you support yourself first. It was very callous and inappropriate. I know that you've lost jobs. I know that you're afraid for your own security, and I know that what I said was incredibly hurtful and wrong. I had friends reaching out to me saying, this clip of what you're saying, it's satire, right? Like, you don't mean what you're saying in that clip. But it didn't feel right for me to play the card of, I was just joking, bro. Because what I said wasn't a joke. What I said was hurtful. And it wasn't a joke. And although I was repeating negative things, it wasn't done satirically. It wasn't done tastefully. It wasn't done well.
Essentially, she admitted that it wasn't a joke. She said that it was all, done on purpose, and, she can't claim it was a joke, which, to be fair, I have to admit, that's pretty ballsy as well as pretty respectable, actually, because she's coming out and admitting that she did something wrong rather than, just pulling the whole it's a joke card. So, I find that to be really respectable. However, she didn't really apologize for one, and for two, the whole apology within of itself seemed really scripted. Like, just the way she talks, her diction, like the word choices she uses and stuff, which, is the exact same thing as diction, but, it doesn't really matter. Point being, the thing she said just seemed really off. Like, it didn't seem like something that a normal person would say in an apology. It seemed more like something that was planned out, and obviously it was planned out, considering she did that at the very beginning of her stream, and she knew what had happened. But another thing to keep in mind as well is that this happened the day after that original stream went up. This happened the very next day or day after or whatever. So it's safe to say that perhaps maybe the loss of 90,000 followers played a role in this. However, I can't say for certain. But what I can definitely say for certain is that the apology within of itself was meh. It could have been better, could have been worse. At the very least, she admitted to her faults, and we cannot say for certain whether or not she truly believes those feelings. However, from what she says in the stream, I'm gonna take her word for it personally and believe that maybe, just maybe, she'll grow from this, and this will be a learning experience for her. Maybe next time she won't beg people to subscribe to her Twitch channel. But someone who might is yet another Twitch streamer defending, white knighting this girl. His name is Destiny.
All right, here we go. Run it down. Where are people going to have the problems, all right? The average 18-plus viewer on Twitch is going to have more disposable income than the average American. We know this is true, okay?
No. That is not true. Is this guy fucking smoking crack out of his asshole, dude? What the fuck is he talking about? If you guys don't know, the average 18 plus American is currently going to college. I mean, I don't know the statistics, but I'm pretty sure the majority of students 18 years and over have had it pounded into their goddamn skull to go to college, get an education, and so on and so forth. So they're probably not working, and if they are, it's probably a part-time job that they're using to pay for like food and other expenses they may have, such as rent, or maybe they're having roommates and shit like that, which can help them with rent and shit. However, 9 times out of 10, they're basically living paycheck to paycheck because honestly, they're broke college students. Have you not heard of that saying, broke college students? And especially in this crisis that's going on, a global pandemic, millions upon millions of Americans and millions upon millions of people worldwide are dying because of the virus. Millions of people are going hungry because they just can't afford to get food because they've been laid off their work. Millions upon millions of people don't have jobs, dude. So especially now, in this crisis, they don't have the money to donate $5. So you saying the average 18 plus American viewer has enough money to pay for a fucking $5 subscription a month? You gotta be joking, mate. What the fuck?
Number 1. Number 2, $5 a month. It's not really that much money.
To you, maybe not. You probably make way more than that, dude. But to me, along with all my other American friends, $5 a month is actually quite a bit of money. I mean, not gonna lie, it's quite a bit of money, dude. $5 a month, that is a grand total of $60 a year. Yes, $60 a year for one streamer, just to support them. Like, that's it, just $5 a month to watch a fucking one streamer, that's it. Imagine having to watch, like, multiple different streamers and being like, oh, gotta donate $5 to you and you and you and you and you. It adds up, dude. For one streamer for 1 year, that's $60. Imagine a person watching 2, 3, 5 streamers. That shit adds up, dude. $5 a month is a lot of money, especially now in this crisis, dude. Are you that unself-aware? Are you that fucking tone-deaf and retarded that you don't understand that the average American can't afford that right now?
For the average viewer. It's not. That's just true. We know that. You can't disagree with either of these.
How do you know that? How do you know your average viewer in their budget has room for an extra $5 a month? Because I don't know if it's just me, but I don't have room for an extra $5 a month, I'm trying to save my money in case of emergencies, just in case, my parents end up losing their jobs, so I have some money that they can fall back under. It may not be a lot, but it sure as hell will be enough to get us through a little bit of time so that they can, perhaps try to find other jobs that they can do. I'm lucky that my parents still have jobs, but there are millions of Americans out there, teenagers, adults, whatever, that either don't have jobs or whose parents don't have jobs, and they're all going hungry, they don't have money. What is this fucking retard on about, dude? What the fuck?
Number 3, right? The average viewer is not negatively impacted by a $5 a month contribution. We know that as well, okay?
You don't know that. I'm repeating myself at this point, but seriously, you don't know that. And it's so frustrating that you fucking assume that each and every one of your viewers, on average, will not be impacted by $5 a month. How are you this dumb, Destiny? Like, seriously, you are actually more retarded than the fucking rock outside my goddamn house. You're more retarded than the shit I just took. And the last time I checked, my shit doesn't have a single brain cell. So what does that say about you, my friend?
That's easy, okay? Conclusion, I can't afford it. It's not a valid excuse for not subbing.
This guy is pissing me off, dude. This guy is actually making me, like, God. What is wrong with this dude? Is he mentally deficient? Oh my God, I don't have words to express my actual anger for this dude. He's literally saying that if you don't have enough money to pay, that's not an excuse.
I can't afford it. It's not a valid excuse for not subbing.
Fucking hell, I guess not having enough money isn't a valid excuse now, is it? You can be broke, living on the streets, having no house, destitute, living in a cardboard fucking box, but no, that's no excuse, dude.
Now, that doesn't mean you have to sub. Doesn't mean you should sub. Doesn't mean you have an obligation to sub. If you don't want to, because either you're lazy to do it, because you don't want to do it, because you don't give a fuck, okay? Those are all perfectly valid reasons to not sub. If someone is like, I don't want to sub because I don't give a fuck. I don't want to sub. You're like, oh, cool, okay.
Look, don't get me wrong, okay? I'm not here to be Mr. Downer. I'm not here to be Miss Debbie Downer. But I love YouTubers, okay? I have a massive respect for millions of YouTubers out there, There are hundreds of YouTubers I watch on the daily, and there are tens of YouTubers that I do watch streams on the daily. I can think of a handful of streamers right now that I watch almost daily, and I would love to support them. Don't get me wrong, I would love to support them with donations, monthly subscriptions, or monthly fucking YouTube membership, whatever. Joining their Patreon and shit. There are dozens of YouTubers and streamers out there that I would love to support financially because I respect the content that they make and I enjoy what they make, whether it be for comedy or just in general entertainment. However, during this global pandemic, I just can't afford to take the risk, we're in a not even national, global pandemic. What do you not understand?
But when you're like, well, I don't think I can afford it. Pretty sure that's bullshit, bud.
Destiny. I can't afford it, you piece of shit!
Pretty sure you could afford it. Pretty sure you could shit $5 a day out of your pocket. Probably not even notice.
Yes, I can shit $5 a day, Destiny. I can shit, yeah, I can shit $5 a day. Oh yeah, that's nothing. That's fucking nothing, dude.
Okay? You'll be okay, alright? That's it, alright?
Now, to conclude this video, this guy he has his head so far up his ass, dude. Like, it's not even funny at this point. I'm not even trying to be a political cunt here, trying to make, political points like, oh no, this and that about politics. I don't care. This guy is a piece of shit, And if he loses a following just like Invadervie did, I'm not going to give a shit either. It doesn't matter to me because this dude is the biggest cuck, biggest piece of shit out there. And honestly, it doesn't matter. This guy is a jerk. He's an asshole who just doesn't understand that, hey, people just can't afford to pay for monthly subscriptions or Patreons or whatever. I'm sorry to end this on such a sour note. I didn't want to mention Invadervie's apology or whatever you want to say it. I didn't want to mention that it was great of her to actually come out and admit she was wrong. I do, again, like I said before, I do respect that. However, Destiny is a piece of shit. This entire I don't like this. Okay, whatever. Hope you guys enjoyed. Goodbye and farewell.
But when you're like, well, I don't think I can afford it. Pretty sure that's bullshit, bud.
You're a simp, bro. You're a simpleton. You're a simple mind. You are a vile slime of a human that nobody will ever want you because you're so pathetic.
Maybe you should calm down.
No, I'm serious. I'm not calming down. It's the saddest shit I have ever fucking heard in my history on the internet today.